Hi, this is Kate from Izzalicious Designs, and today we're going to be making Mulan. So the colours we're going to need are a skin tone colour, black, red, blue. I'm going to need 2 mini pony beads, and I'm using the black ones. And we're doing the doll figure first. It's the loom is going to be in your standard offset configuration. Columns 1 and 3 are going to be slightly lower than column 2. The arrow is facing toward you. If you don't have an arrow, it's going to be the open part of the peg facing towards you. We're also going to be double banding, and that means you take 2 bands and you place them on the peg together as if they were a single band, like this. Okay. Now we're going to do her detachable dress on the monster tail, but I do have a video on how to do it on the loom, so if you don't have a monster tail, don't fret. There is a video showing you how to do it. Now its example is the Cinderella dress, but it doesn't matter, you just choose the colours that you want for whatever princess you happen to be doing. So I'm on flesh tone at the moment. I'm going to do a single band across her face here in the shape of a triangle, and then across her eyes I'm going to take a single band and twist it 3 times, once, twice and 3 times, and that is going to stop the eyes from falling to the back of her head. Now whatever method you use to put eyes on, and if you're not using beads, if you're using bands, that's fine too. I'm using the mini pony beads. I'm going to thread them onto my band. Use whatever threading style you like, whether it's floss or a little metal threader. I have a video on how to make one out of a twisty tie on my YouTube channel. Or bands, then you just take a single band and wrap it around your hook 4 times, then do the same to another one and slide them on to your band as if they were beads. Take this top part, you're splitting this band in 2, and you're going to put the top part of the band above this peg here. Okay. Next we're going to do 3 bands for her neck. Okay, and then we're going to move to our blues and our reds. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 blue on her shoulders, and I'm just using the Rainbow Loom Jelly Blue. Another 2 blue here. I'm going to put 2 skin tone here. Then I'm moving to red. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The same on the other side. Actually, I've done too many red because she has a band in the middle. I'm going to take number 3 here off. Let's change those for 2 blues that side, and we'll do a band of blue in the middle, like this. And then here we're going to do 2 blue, and these blues come down all the way, well, in the picture I'm looking at anyway. And then I'm going to do 2 red. Actually no, I'm going to do another 2 blue, and then 2 red. And then we're going to do her legs. So I've got skin tone again. 1. Oh, that's a horrible band. Great big globby bit on it. 2, 3, and 4. And then on the other side, 1, 2, 3, and whoops, one tried to escape. I'm doing this left-handed and I'm right-handed, so it's not the easiest. Alright, I'm going to give her little black shoes. So take 2 bands, put your hook in, wrap it once and twice, and then take another 2 black bands and we'll slide those onto it like that and reclaim. Take another 2 black bands, wrap it once and twice, and this time we'll slide them onto 2 flesh tone like that. Move the one that's completely black up to here and take the 2 bands closest to the end of the hook up and off onto those flesh tone bands, and then we're going to swap sides with the flesh tone and move these other black bands up and over, and then we will reclaim the skin tone bands and pop her little shoe on the end of her leg there. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. 2 black bands, wrap once and twice, slide onto 2 black bands and reclaim the end. Take another 2 black bands, wrap around your hook once and twice and slide onto 2 skin tone bands. Take the black one that we made and move those 2 up and over, and then swap sides with your beige to the other side and move these ones over and reclaim your skin tone bands. And this foot goes on the end here like that. Now this I can see is a bit straggledy. The bands were not evenly distributed, Kate. Bad me. But if you take a little bit more time than I have, I'm sure yours will look perfect. Okay, so we're going to do some crossover bands. I'm going to take a single red band and place that over these 3 pegs here. On this peg I'm going to take a skin tone and place it there. And I'm going to move this part of the band up and over that last peg. Now I'm going to use a blue band and I'm going to stretch it. So I've got a single blue band, stretch it into a figure 8, loop it on itself, and I'm going to place that here like that so that it's tight. It's going to bring her in. I'm going to do the same with another one. So it'll give her a smaller waist, and I'm going to do a red band here, but I'm not going to loop it. I'm just going to leave it like that. She needs some arms. So take a single skin tone, wrap it once, twice and 3 times, and we'll slide that onto 2 skin tone. Reclaim the end of your bands, and we're going to do her sleeves in red. So that's 3. Oops. 4, and 5, and we will place that on her shoulder just here. Going to do the same on the other side, so take a single skin tone, wrap it once, twice and 3 times and slide that onto 2 skin tone. Reclaim the end of your band, so this is 1, now we're on pair 2, pair 3, because that skin tone is 1, so 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and that is going to go on her other shoulder over here, like that. Okay, so we need to do her hair. She's got long, straight black hair. I'm going to take a single band in black, wrap it once and twice, and we'll pop that onto 2 black bands and reclaim. 2 black bands. Oops, get off you. And reclaim. 2 black bands and reclaim. Now I don't know how long you want her hair to be. In Aurora I have it about that long, and it looks as if she's got long hair, so we might just do it this length. I'm going to do 2 more though, because of where we actually attach it to her head, so that she doesn't look too strange. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to put these 2 here on the same peg that her eyes are on. I'm going to skip a loop here and move down to this loop here, the one under it, to put here, and that'll just give her a bit of shape to her hair. Let's do the same for the other side. So single band, wrap it once and twice, and we want 8, and we did 10 actually because we added the extra 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can do this on a loom if you want to. It's just your is it called a chain? So how many have we got here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we have got 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more pair. 8. So we'll put these ones that we finish on at her eyes, skip down and move to the next one from it and pop that on. Okay, I think we're ready to loom. Pull her foot down and we loom up. Pull the crossover band back with the back of your hook as you loom up. Make sure you get both of those bottom bands. Pull the foot back. Up to her arms. Then we're going to pull her arms out slightly so we can dig down and grab those 2 blue bands and the other 2 on the other side. Loom her chest into her neck, and then her neck has got 3 bands, so let's find all 3 and wiggle those up. So now we're going to do the top 2 bands to the corresponding side. So in my case it's to the left first, and I need to push these bands down so I have some room. There we go. Let's do that before doing this one. And the next 2 go to the right, and the next go up the center. I'm going to take these black bands off this peg, hold them out to the side, dig down and find the bottom 2 skin tone bands and loom them up. Then I'm going to replace my black bands and find the 2 black bands at the bottom here and loom up. So that's all secure now. So let's do the same here. Take these black ones off your loom, hold them out to the side, dig down and find the 2 bottom skin tone and loom up. Get your black ones back on your hook and we will replace them on the loom. Oops, trying not to drop a band at the same time. There. Dig down to find the bottom 2 black bands and loom up. Loom up, loom to the side, and then dig down and find this last black one and loom up. We're going to take 2 black bands and dig our hook down the middle here and out through the edge and put those black bands on our hook. Twist your hook so the smooth side goes against these bands and nothing gets snagged, and pull the bands to the outside of the peg. Reclaim your bands onto your hook and take the 2 that are closest to you up, over, off, and pull into a slip knot. Now we're ready to take her off the loom. I use the back of a metal hook to help me. Find it a bit easier. Less chance of breakage of bands. I hate band breakage. So we pull her off the loom. Stretch her out a little bit. Now I'm going to poke these 2 bands at the back of her head to hide them. Don't really want to see those at the top of her head. There we go. So they're behind her head now. Okay. So in order to do, and I have one here, in order to do her little skirt, if you have used your monster tail before, they're very easy to use. What we're going to start with are some blue, and I started with white, but I'm going to start with blue this time. Take a single band and you're going to do a figure 8 around your little monster tail loom, all the way around. Like this. Now this is layer number 1. So all the way around. Whoops. Trying to throw it at you. I need one more. Like that. So that's layer number 1. On top of that we're going to put, and you don't do a figure 8 this time, all you're doing is placing the red bands on top, and it's just single bands, okay? And put this as your second layer. And then we're going to do a third layer, again in red. Moving all the way around. Like so. So at any given time we're going to have 3 layers. Now what we're going to do is take this first layer up, over and off. So we're going to grab a hook, take the bottom 2 layers and move them over and off the peg. Now you have to be careful that when you place these on that you're not twisting them around and getting them all snarly and tangled, because you really want to be taking them off in a correct order. and it gets a bit difficult when you're doing the same colour over and over. So luckily we have two blue, the two blue ones to take off first. Then it's important, push everything back down. We just took off our first layer. We're now going to lay our fourth layer. Now we need 16 layers. Every time you loop up, you have to replace with a layer. Okay, so this is layer number 4. And as I said, I do have a video tutorial on how to do this on a standard loom. So now we've laid number 4, we're going to take the bottom 2 off our loom. Make sure you're just taking 2. Okay, up and off, up and off, up and off. And I will catch you back when we have done 16 of these. Alright, so this is number 4. The next one that we do will be number 5. And pause your video and I'll see you at 16. So I'm now at layer 16. I'm going to do my 2 over the top. And I did choose to do my last 3 layers in blue rather than red, but it's completely up to you what colours you want to do or how you want to make the dress look. What's that? Second one. Come here, Tricky. Okay, now what we're going to do is go around and take the next 2 off, so that we're only left with 2 bands on each peg. Oops, let's not take too many off. Okay, pull that down a bit. I'm now going to collect all of these up on a hook. I'm going to take 2 blue bands and I'm going to tie them in a knot like that. Okay, I'm going to collect these up on a single hook. Oops. Just had a little catastrophe here. Let's grab that one back and pull it back where it's supposed to be. There we go. That could have been bad. Okay, take our dress out. We're going to slide these 2 bands that we just tied together. I'm going to move all of these onto it. So let's do that. Like that. Pull them around. Take one over the other like that. And pull them out. Oops, I have a loose band that's gone haywire. And I'm not going to be too worried about it. It's obviously not been looped in, but it's obviously not going to be too much of a problem. I'm going to cut it off. You're not going to have that problem because you will have taken more care than me. But it just means that one of these is not going to unravel, so I'm not too concerned. I'm going to tie this into a slip knot of sorts, and I'm going to ask that you take the initiative here and do it the best way you can. So grab the band you're going to push it under and through here and tie a knot in it like that. Now, the way to affix this skirt, as you can see it's pretty tight, is to use a spoon. So you're going to slide your skirt onto the spoon like this, and you're going to sit her in the bed of the spoon. So put her little legs in the bed. Gosh, my skirt slid all the way down the spoon. Alright, so poke her legs in, push her in as far as you can so that the skirt sits at her waist, and then you're just going to slide that spoon up her and pull the spoon out, and her little legs will come to the end of her skirt here, and you can just gently ease them out like this. Okay, make sure that your skirt is the right height that you want it to be on her waist. With the hook at the back, or the band at the back, I'm just going to put my hook up the back of the skirt, grab that band and just pull it down through the skirt at the back, because we know it's already in a knot. Okay, slide this around like so. If you want her to stand up, push her feet inside her skirt like that and she'll stand up. Okay, the other thing that I have done is I just put a little black band to hold her hair so that it's not sort of free flowing. I put a little black band on the back here of her hair so that it gave her a ponytail like that, and there we have Princess Mulan. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.